individual and as a team, I think we will succeed. As I said earlier, you only get out of it what you put into it. So, represented South Australia in the state under 17 side, played association cricket at all those associations I played in. Played in the Mid-North state side 3 times. Played B-grade district cricket at Port Adelaide with blokes like Mark Harrity, Brad Young and Peter Walsh, who have all played for South Australia, and Shane George, just to name a few. Played representative cricket at Sunraysia, that's a pretty strong competition to say. You need to be really good. You've got blokes like Mark Cleary, who represented Australia A. He was our club captain at Mildura Settlers, and there's no man that works harder than Mark Cleary as a cricketer. And as I said, he got the best out of his life, and he's still playing A-grade cricket at Mildura Sets now. Plays 4 games for the year, comes in and plays finals and takes 16 wickets in finals and makes, you know, a couple of 100 runs in the 2 finals. So once again, you can see the standard that I've sort of been through. So so that's a little bit about myself. What I'm probably looking for at this club is to basically first be a respected club in the Barossa Light. Because I'm fair to say, when I played for Tanunda, when we come here to Stockwell or Lights Pass come down to Tanunda, we probably didn't, well, a lot of us probably didn't respect Light Pass Cricket Club as much as we should. And I think I want to be that side that we are respected and to be hard to play against. Not the easy pushover, which by your results in the last couple of years, you're starting to really build towards that level where you need to be. And I think we can do it. It may take more than 12 months. 12 months, 2 years, all of a sudden this club can be where it should be. Not where people don't expect us to be. Because speaking to guys from Newry, speaking to guys from Kapunda, which I know through the state program, they say, oh, we've got Lights Pass, they're on the verge of something really, really good. So I want to be that guy that takes you to the next level and to play consistent cricket in all grades, not just the 1s, 2s, all the way down. I want to be involved with a successful club all the way through. So that's my motto with that. Build a culture. We need to build a culture at the club. And I think playing at Tanunda, playing at Newry, playing at the Sets, I've learnt to build a culture. We've learnt to build cultures. And I think, once again, that doesn't just go and do overnight. It needs to slowly but surely work. And even tonight, the turnout tonight, fantastic. Love it. That shows me already that there's some keen people, and I'll use the word people, that are involved in this club. So we build on that. The foundation's set, now we build on it. Training, to train hard and get something out of each session, you either go into the nets, you're bowling, or you're fielding. It's not a session where we get here, we get at the back of the nets or back of the bowling group and just have a chat with the blokes. Not on. You'll always be doing something. We don't stand around. We utilise the time we got, because we're probably only going to train 1 night a week. So we need to get everything out of everyone that 1 night. Then we move into Saturday, chock-a-block full of confidence, and we take on whoever our opposition is. So be proud to be a part of this cricket club. Don't just rock up and expect things to happen. You've got to do it yourself. Because you only get a short time at playing this game. I know at the age of 50, it's past me. I'm loving playing in the over 50s, don't get me wrong, but it has passed me. I see these young kids that I see week in, week out in whatever competition I was. There's talent everywhere. And we've got talent in this room tonight. We've got talent. So let's utilise and build with that talent. All right, if you played A grade for the last 2 years, come round 1 and you're not picked in the A grade, that's the way I see it. Don't spit the dummy. Come to me after training and ask me why. I'm a pretty open sort of guy, as Brett and Porker and a couple of other people in the Toddy, Lynn and Kelly, they know I'm a pretty open sort of guy to have a chat with. I'll tell you the reason why. We lay our cards out on the table. There's no secret squirrel business. That's what I want to be, open and honest with everybody. Not people go behind my back and say, oh shit, he's a shit coach, but I don't know why I can't get the ones. Come to me and ask me. Because I'll tell you. And that's part of building a culture at this cricket club. There's no easy way to walk into the A grade. The blokes that are picked in the first 11, the blokes in the second 11. I want you to put pressure on those people in the ones. Make them respect and earn their spot in the A grade. Bloke makes 20, bloke makes 50 or 60 in the twos a couple of weeks straight. Guess what? He's knocking on the door to play ones. Bloke fails in the ones. Guess what? Back you come. Spend some time in the middle. That's what it's all about. Don't get complacent. So pretty much with the group of young kids we've got, obviously I just named a few of them, and I apologise if I've left anyone out. Bailey, Harrison, Mary. Who's Mary?
Yeah, Mary. Stand up, Mary.
Mary. He is
standing up.
Jeez, I tell you what, there's not much height difference between you and him, Brett.
I've got him.
I got told to say that, mate. Don't. All right, you understand where that come from? Landon, Harry, Zachary. Yep. This is our future. This is what our future's building on. I'm really excited about where we can go as a club with using these kids. So put your hand up to be nominated to play Division 1 by A grade. Just because you're a junior. Hartley's another one. He's obviously come across from Truro. By all reports, he's getting a little fair bit of flack outside the club. But guess what? We're going to get around him. We're going to stick with him. We'll protect him. We'll help him through this. Over the hill, I've obviously got the shits on. That's fine. Guess what? Build a bridge and get over it, boys. It's part of life. That's what I love. We don't get shit on. So yeah, it's and that brings me to my next point. Everyone's on the same level. There's no this bloke played A grade, this bloke's played captain of our A grade the last 2 years. So what? If he fails, guess where he's going to play? Div 2. So it's probably a little bit different to what you've had in the last couple of years. Would that be fair to say? But guess what? The new broom sweeps clean. And that's what I'm coming here to do. Coming here to be successful. Because you only get out of it what you put into it. And it starts tonight. Tonight's our first session, might as well call it a session, of the year. Obviously I'll meet with Brett and Simon after, and we'll work out when our indoor sessions are going to start at Trinity, which we've got in process. Recruiting, I'm in the middle of talking to 4 or 5 different guys, a couple from Sunraysia, Mildura, my old club. They're living in SA, both been Division 1 cricketers for a long time. They're both pretty keen. I've nearly got them over the board, over the line. Talking to a bloke that played district cricket at Port Adelaide last year. I'm talking to him, made 600 runs for Port Adelaide. I'm working really hard with him, trying to get him persuaded to come here. He's talking to another club, but I'll work with him. I'll work with him over the next couple of weeks. So there are little things that are going on behind the scenes with obviously these 2 gentlemen here, and yeah, we'll get that sorted. So just a little bit about game day and that sort of stuff. Whoever's the skippers of the sides, I don't get involved Saturdays. Certainly I'll go to the grounds and have a look, and I'll sit back and jot some notes down and that sort of stuff. But the captains run your day. So whoever that may be at this stage, we don't know. They'll run the ship through playing days. I'll run the ship through the week. I won't step on any skipper's toes game day. It's not fair on them. That's what they're appointed to do. That's their role. So I'll go to each ground. I'll go to wherever the club sides are playing. I'll go and have a look at that sort of stuff, certainly. Spend an hour or so at each ground to have a look, and then I'll move on to the next ground. And I'll always probably end up here because we'll always have one side playing here. That'll be, yep. So, which then brings me back to the awards. The club awards are the Saturday night. We wear our club polo. It's a must. Be part of a club and look like a club. So we wear our club polo. Then if you guys want to go out to the... Is the Vine Inn still the go? Is that where they go?
No, they go to town now, mate.
I've been out of the action for 8 years. I don't know what's...
You go to town with them, you'll love your life.
No. So if you go to the Vine Inn or you go to the city or wherever, we do not wear our club polos. Because I don't want people slagging off at our players. So I'll reiterate what I just said. Club awards back here, club polo. If you go to the pub or go to the city or wherever you go, get your polo off. We're just normal civvies. Because I don't want a club where I'm involved at having their players slagged at. Oh, fuck, he was pissed Saturday night, he was blind, he plays for that Lights Pass-Through club, you know. I don't want any of that shit. By all means, go and enjoy yourself. I've got no dramas with that at all. Go and enjoy yourself like Porky used to do 10 years ago.
Oh, probably 10 hours ago.
Sorry, Porky. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
It wasn't 10 years ago either.
They tell me you don't shout. They tell me you don't shout much. That's
At all.
Never.
By all means, go and enjoy yourselves. Have Saturday night. That's your night. That's your time. Don't wear any club of polo. And each club I've been to, coaching in the last 3 or 4, 5, 6 years, 7 years, I've brought that into the club. And they all say, geez, you're harsh on that. You're a bit harsh there. Then midway through the year, other clubs wear them and they go and they get in the blue or get in the fight. They got the Tanunda Cricket Club shirt on. Gives your club a bad name. And I don't want that here. I've come to this club to be successful and enjoy the atmosphere, which I'm sure I will. So we don't need any of that sort of added bullshit. Is that a fair point?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I'll just go naked.
Well, Brett, if you go naked, I'll go naked, right? How's that?
There won't be too many people at the pub. Just you and me, and it's fine.
We'll get a few on front bar.
Drink for free.
You going to the Vine Inn or?
Is that the in joint nowadays or not?
No. Probably the TH.
I mean, yeah, no.
TH? That was around 20 years ago when I was involved at Tanunda.
Yeah, no. Still not.
Just the city pretty well. All here.
Just a few more little things. I'm not going to rant on for a huge part of the night. Be proud to wear that baggy green. You hear of when you get picked for Australia and that sort of stuff. You're proud to wear that baggy green. I want that to be a little bit of a spur on here as well. Put that fucking baggy green on and be proud to be involved at this cricket club. Because I'm sure I will, even being as your club coach, or as the club coach, I will be proud to wear it, whether I go to Tanunda, Newry, wherever I go, I'll be proud to wear it, to be part of this club, to be successful. So, just in each grade, we'll have a few little team rules that I'll sit with the skippers as the season gets closer. When we're both with the bat and the ball and in the field, when we're batting, I want us to build partnerships. You hear that you top order batsmen and that sort of stuff. You hear clubs talk about building partnerships. I'm really, really hot on that. And don't rely. My next point is really huge and crucial. Don't rely on the bloke below you to make the runs. Be arrogant, be greedy, be selfish. Do the job yourself. Because mark my words, their opportunity will come further as the year progresses. So if we bowl a side out for 120, you know, we're sitting at 1 for 80, I'd like to think we win the game 1 for 121. Because the two batsmen that are set at the wicket are going to get you over the line. Number 4 is sitting there waiting to bat. Guess what? Suffer. Your turn will come. Your opportunity will come in weeks to come. So building partnerships is really, really crucial, and we'll work on that as the season gets closer. We'll work on that as grades and as batsmen. We'll work on that. Same with when you're bowling. Bowling tandem partnerships. You get a bloke from one end bowls 7 or 8 overs and has 5 or 6 runs hit off him. I'd expect the same from the other end. Because what does that do? Pressure builds wickets, doesn't it? Then wickets start falling. Cricket's played 95% above the shoulders. It's all in here. And I learned that very early on. As a cricketer, you work together. If you're either bowling or batting, you work with your direct teammate at the other end. You're working with him. And fielders, don't think you're out of the situation. Wicket keepers, you are the most crucial person on the ground. Yes, Harrison, you're a keeper, I know that. So your role is really, really crucial as a keeper. Because your body language, and it goes to the rest of the wicket keepers, your body language tells the rest of the 10 blokes you got on your side where we're at. Yeah. If your head's down and out and you're not talking and not verbally always chatting, are the rest of them going to follow you? No, they're not. So you are the barometer. That goes for the other wicket keepers as well. I used to play against a bloke that his son played at this club. His parents are sitting there.
No, one parent.
One parent, sorry. When he used to wicket keep, all you used to hear was him chatting. And Jesus Christ, he used to shit me. But guess what? He'd done his job. Because every time I played lights pass, I'd get to 20 or 30 and I'd say, I can't put up with this shit anymore. And I'd throw my wicket away. So I've gone against what I've just explained to you people about building partnerships. But the wicket keeper just needs to be always yapping, always talking. So you're the barometer. And we take our opportunities with run-outs, with catches. Don't die wondering. If you think you can get there, have a crack at it. Because guess what? The bloke alongside you is going to pat you on the back and say, excellent effort, rather than sitting back and go, oh, should I, shouldn't I, should. Just have a go. I'd rather see a guy have a go and not take the catch than sort of sit back and hedge his bets. Just have a go at it. So batting, you build partnerships. Bowling, you build pressure. Fielding, keeper is up and about. The rest of the side's up and about. So they're the 3 main instruments we're going to be using with the skippers this year. So yeah, look, Simon will probably back me up here. When I played against him, when I was playing at Tanunda, I was always a pretty straight down the line, hard guy on the track, wasn't I? Always very competitive. That's what I want to make us, competitive cricketers. But when you come off the ground, always shake the opposition's hands and go and have a drink with them. It makes the competition what we want it to be. Be hard to play against, but be respected. 2 main things I've always looked at. Play it hard on the ground, come off the ground and have a drink. If the skippers ask you to pick up the cones around the ground, go and do it. Don't backjack your skipper. Because it will get back to me, and then I'll deal with it through the week. Respect your skipper, respect your teammates, respect the club, and guess what? Life pass are on the way up. Thank you very much.
Well, now. Thanks, Jumbo.